Hey guys,
Hey, what's going on?
another episode
Of
hanging
Hanging
with the
with the Hillies.
Hillers. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. I am not drinking wine tonight. You guys probably see me all the time with my organic wine and things of that nature. My husband said I need to do something a little different. So tonight I am going to sip on this Crown Royal Peach. Right? Right, honey? Let me pour me a little bit. Pour me a little bit. Honey, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking some Henny. Henny on the rocks.
I put a splash of Coke in it for you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Is that okay?
Well, yeah, it's okay.
But I'm going to drink this on the rocks.
Okay.
The Crown Royal Peach on the rocks.
So I'm drinking a little Henny on the rocks with a splash of Coke that my wife put together for me. Mm-hmm. I know some of the guys out there say, why you add Coke to the Henny? That's what the wife wanted for me to have tonight. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So I'm just chilling out tonight with that.
Yeah.
But tonight's episode is dealing with 21 questions.
So we're going to have 21 questions tonight. But before we get into it, we want you to
like, subscribe,
and comment. Yeah, we appreciate you. We always want to bring you good content. Just kind of let you know, what we're doing and what's going on with us. And
right.
We want to know about your day. I know you can't answer. That's okay. But
you can in the comments.
Yeah, you can answer in the comments. That's okay. So
let's see if y'all can relate to what we're getting ready to do right now with your mates. Okay?
And maybe, just maybe, this is a concept that my husband and I, because we're always brainstorming and trying to figure out what the next episode would be about. So we brainstormed and we said, you know what? Why don't we present to each other some questions, that we have or had, and answer them live. We'll see what the outcome would be. Okay. Are you ready, honey?
I'm ready.
Okay, so you want to go first? So welcome to 21 questions.
Okay. What can I improve on in our marriage?
Oh my. What can you improve on in our marriage? Just a little bit more patience.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about this, and my husband knows. I think it comes from his correctional career that he had been in that facility for forever until he retired. So his patience
All right.
was worn thin.
Okay. Next. Your turn.
So it's time for me to move on.
Your turn.
All right. Oh my goodness, this is a good one. Where did we go on our very first date? And what happened that was embarrassing that we laughed at, and we still laugh at it till this day? I know you're going to get this one, honey.
Yeah. All right. First date in Georgetown,
D.C.
Mm-hmm. Had a great time down by the wharf, doing a lot of things. Is that the wharf?
It extends, okay. But the wharf area is down there.
Walking around, looking at the boats and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Then after that, I was trying to leave the parking garage with the car, and I put my credit card in, and it didn't work. First date. Yeah, I was kind of embarrassed, but I knew I had money on my card because that's why I pulled that card out. So then there was a gentleman working in the garage, African brother, and we're thinking about purchasing in Africa. And he said, give me your card. So I gave him my card, and he went to use my card and told me, get out of here. Don't you come back here no more.
It don't work.
It don't work. And on the way driving back, I'm heated. I'm like saying, our first date, my car don't work. Okay.
Were you embarrassed?
Yes, somewhat. And then after that, before we got back to her place, run and stop by the liquor store, pick up a couple bottles or whatever. She goes, here, excuse me, here, use my card. I said, what? She said, no, just take my card. I said, no, I'm good. She said, no, take my card. So I took her card. When I went into the liquor store and I picked up the couple bottles, I went to the register and I pulled out that same card that I used in the traffic garage, and it worked. And I was happy. I was like, yes.
He ran out to the car.
I came out to the car and I said, yo, listen, my card works. It wasn't my card. She said, here's your card. I said, here's your card. And that was it. End of story.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, to her it was, but to me it was not funny.
You probably was really embarrassed.
I was.
You thought that was going to be the first and last date, right?
Nah, I was the man. All right. Okay, my turn.
It's your turn, honey.
What lessons did you learn from your elders growing up?
Oh, wow. That's a good one. So my great grandmother was a slave when she was very young. And then as she grew up, I mean, like really young, but as she grew up, then, she wasn't in that type of condition anymore. I guess they were like sharecroppers or something like that. So anyway, so her mentality was different. And we used to go there every summer. This is in North Carolina. We used to go to her house every summer because that was like, school is out, you're going down to your grandma's house. And we would go there every summer, and she used to have me in the kitchen making biscuits from scratch. And I'm talking about the roller. You guys remember that with the roller and the dough and the water, and all that. I made biscuits from scratch. I learned that very early. She used to make a lot of things from scratch, and she would say, you need to learn how to cook and make things from scratch just in case, you can't get to the grocery store or, everything doesn't need to come out of a can in a box. So I learned from her to cook. I didn't want to, but I didn't have a choice. I lived in her house. This is what you had to do.
Right.
In her house. She didn't play us getting up and going outside, sitting on the porch. You did things in that house first. Chores before you actually went outside. I'm talking about she had a washing machine. We would wash the clothes in the machine. We even washed the clothes on the scrubber. Like it's like a thin steel, I don't know, aluminum type of, and we would do the clothes on that like that. Sometimes, but she did have a washing machine, but we did not have a dryer. So I had to take the clothes out the washer and I had to hang them up on the line.
Yeah, outside. Yeah.
Bring them in. Like it was just different for me. So she taught me a lot of rooted things. How to cook and all of that. So a lot of times when I'm cooking,
right.
My husband makes fun of me because he's like, we're going to the South again.
Going country again. But she cooks with a lot of love and a lot of passion. So I can see where you get it from.
Yeah, I get it from her. My turn.
Yeah, your turn.
All right. Name 3 attributes that you admire about me.
Strong, not physically, but I'm speaking it mentally. Very driven, loving, and caring.
Okay, that's 4. But I'll take all 4 of them.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome. Wow. What's my favorite saying when it comes to me choosing the clothes I wear.
That's for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to be comfortable. And my husband always says, you always, he takes his hand and he pops his the top of his pants or whatever, because everything that I wear is comfortable. My clothes,
Yeah.
my pants, my shirts. I don't like to be uncomfortable.
That's
I say I like
yeah,
to be
that's
comfortable,
what that
right?
is. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you
Name name 3 songs that you like and why. Can you name 3 songs that you like and why?
Not Like Us.
Oh. Why do you like not like us?
There's not many people like us. Loving Forever.
Who is that by?
Always and Forever.
Oh,
Always
and
and Forever. And Dance with My Father Again.
Oh yeah, you love that song.
Yep. Every time I hear that, I think about my dad.
You do.
So, okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm. You know you don't have to go in order. You can.
No,
Okay.
you should go on. What do you think people say about us when we are not around?
Oh my gosh, what do people say about us when we're not around? You want to know what I feel people say about us when we're not around? I think people say that they love each other.
Okay.
I think people say that we're a strong couple.
Mm-hmm.
I think people say that that we're movers and shakers, that we make things happen. I think people say that they did it. Why not us? We can do the same thing.
Okay.
And I also think people, well, we have a lot of people that say, oh, you're our favorite couple and this, that, and the other. I think people think that we're funny, especially Snap. But I've learned how to snap a little bit since, I've been married to him. But
yeah, she got some skills.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, it's on you.
Okay. What is my favorite food?
Wow. Seafood.
There you go. But be a little bit more specific.
Okay. She her being from Maryland, loving her lobster, loving her bushel crabs, hanging out with her
blue crabs,
hanging out with her baby sister down there, Nita.
Hey, Nita.
Yeah, hey, Nita and Nick and her brother Nick.
Yeah.
Because when I get around them, when I get around that couple, I lose my wife for the moment. Yes, they
know that I don't get to see get to eat blue crabs. Right,
so
often.
They always show up with bushels, not a bushel, bushels. So yeah, and I'm just that little brother that don't eat seafood like that. Only seafood I eat is tuna fish, albacore, and that's it. But yes, seafood.
All right, babe, it's your turn.
Okay, ask me something.
Oh, wait a minute, it's my turn to ask you something.
Right.
No, I just asked. It's your turn.
Yeah, that's right. What do you think is the hardest thing to talk to me about? See, yeah.
Okay.
See, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Answer it.
I will.
When? You scared? You scared? Yeah.
I'm not scared.
I already know.
Well, I mean,
I think most men know. Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
Why you say most men know?
Go ahead. Let me read it again.
It could be more than one
Watch
thing.
this.
It could be more
What
than
do
one
you think is the hardest thing to talk to me about? Dun, 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 dun.
It could be more than one thing, honey.
Okay, say it then.
I mean, it's just not one thing.
Give me 3.
No, I'm not going to give you 3.
Okay.
It calls for 1. The hardest thing to talk to you about.
Why are you taking so long?
Because it's more than one.
So it could be more than one.
Yeah,
I'm not scared.
Yeah, just
yeah, go ahead.
Hardest thing.
Before you answer, right?
What?
Don't forget you gotta go to sleep.
Okay. Maybe one of the hardest things, because it's more than one. We're all human. We have like hard things to talk about with each other. But maybe one of the hardest things to talk to you about is bringing me water at night before you come to bed. Like you used to do it on a regular basis, but then you start getting upset at me. So then I stopped asking you to bring me water. I just get up and go get it myself.
Right. That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
That's one of the things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. Name one thing that is annoying to you that I do late at night. I know I ignore you. I mean, I annoy you at night sometimes, but one thing.
Always tell me to stay on my side of the bed. That's one thing. But there's more. I can go on? Nah, that's
one more.
One more.
Yeah.
She always waits till I get into bed to ask me to go turn the heat down. And she walks down the hallway past the thermostat before me every night.
That annoys you?
That annoys me to the utmost. Because after I go in the room, I hit the shower, I get up in the bed. Baby, what's up, babe? Can you go turn the heat down? Like she said earlier, baby, can you go give me some water? That's it.
Really?
Yeah. Good. It's on you now.
So, okay. All right. But I thought that was like, there was like a list of things, not a list, but like a couple things that we discussed that you would do before you come to bed because you come to bed after me. So now that doesn't matter. The list goes out the window.
No, the list don't go out. Sometimes I forget.
So isn't that?
Sometimes I forget.
So that's on the list, right? Some of the stuff
Listen.
that we talk about.
You heard that, guys, right?
Trying to get clear.
She has a list. I have a list, right? Sometimes it all depends on if my team loses that night.
Oh my gosh.
My mind is like
shot.
Yeah. And I can't be thinking about everything else at that moment. Thank you.
You don't get a pass.
Okay.
That's not a pass. All right. All right. All right. All right. What do I say all the time that sticks in your head? And why do you think it's important when I say that to you? Because a lot of times when I text you, when I'm at work or something, and I text you, you say, oh, I can hear you through the phone. So what do I say all the time that sticks in your head? And why do you think it's important that I say it.
Wow. I'm gonna be honest with y'all right now. I'm baffled on that question. Because we have this thing by me being retired and Catherine leaving out in the morning. Catherine already has programs in her phone, certain things she would like for me to do around the house. And when she leaves out, we kiss each other always. Have a good day, always. I tell her, she says, "You too, babe." And she always says she loves me, and I say I love her. But then when she about 3 minutes away, I get a ding, a message on my phone, itinerary on what she would like for me to do. And my answer is always okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't question it. I just say okay because I'm here during the day with the puppy, who I love, Uno. And shout out to Uno.
Shout out to Uno.
And doing my little stuff around the house. But that's basically it. And when she texts me and I read the text, I actually hear her voice. Babe, honey, and I'm like, every time I read her text, I hear her voice. And I know there's a lot of men out there that feel the same way.
But you know what? You always tell me, well, you could have said that.
Yeah, you could have said that last night or before you left. But she said, babe, I wasn't thinking about it then. Yeah, I know that real woman mind never stop racing on what they want to do for the next day, especially a business-minded person like Catherine. Everything's in her phone from this day to that day to the next week. Mm-hmm. Or even when she knows we're about to go away out of the country or anywhere, she has that already lined up. Well, on today might be Friday, but on Sunday I'm gonna tell Taff for Monday to do this. That's who she is.
So what is that called? If you guys know what that is called, please comment and let me know, because I am that type of person where my day, my weeks are organized, and everything is in an order, just like he's saying. And I do that days in advance or weeks in advance or even months in advance.
Yeah.
And what is that called, honey?
I'm gonna tell you what it's called.
What is it called?
Man, it's called like what the hell?
It's called what the hell?
It's called the what the hell. But the thing is that like it's good to have some type of organization in a relationship and stuff like that. What I might lack, she might have her strengths in, and vice versa. So the bottom line is that like I'm getting used to it. You know what I mean?
And I like to stay organized, and I like for
things to be in a certain, like OCD. She like things to be in a certain position always. You know what I mean?
No, who was that looked in our pantry and said everything was turned around a certain way?
Yeah, my family came up. Yeah, they came up and said, "Yo, everything's looking." You go in our pantry, everything's looking at you like this, like this. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not used to that. Yeah, it is. You're like that.
It's not like that.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna
visit. Open visits.
Move stuff around.
You know, let me move something out the place.
Oh, I know if it's moved.
Okay.
We need to know what that condition is. What is that? That is in my DNA.
Be honest.
So be honest. Let us know what that is.
Okay. It's on me now, right?
Okay, it's on you.
What would be your dream vacation? I already know this one.
If I get this right, can you take me, please? Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Not this
there you
year.
Go. Right.
But yeah. I wanna go one day before I get too old. My dream vacation, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say it out loud.
Okay.
To everyone who's looking and watching us at this moment, I've been talking about this since we met
Hmm.
a very, very, very long time ago. And my dream vacation is to go to the Maldives.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You knew that? You
Of
said you
course
knew
I
that.
knew
You knew the answer.
that. Yeah.
So Maldives.
Maldives.
Loading.
Okay.
What are you most thankful for?
Health. Having all my faculties.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you, my family. Um, good brothers and good sisters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking my extended sisters that love me and also love my wife,
Mm-hmm.
and that it is genuine love.
You gotta love both of us.
Yeah, it's genuine love.
You gotta love both of us.
And
if you love one and can't stand the other one, we don't want it.
And it's good that the sisters outside of the family, that when they do speak to me, they always ask me, "How's my wife doing?" And that's real. Even through text, "How's Catherine doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Till I say hi. "How's my sister doing?" And that's real. I think what most people forget in life is realness, and who's really in your best interest and who really got your back.
Yeah, you can see through the bullshit real quick.
After a while you can, but you have to go on certain missions with certain people in order to see how they really are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Catherine and I have done over the years.
And we cut that off.
We cut it short. Catherine and I have been with each other since 2016.
Yeah.
And 3 years later, we got married.
Was it? Yeah, it was.
2019, April 28th. Yeah. 4:00 wedding.
But honey,
Jamaica.
We were married in our minds and souls before that. I married you way before 20.
Yeah, she did. She was married to me first.
You gotta push my hand where you cannot.
Listen, she's married to me first, y'all. Man, y'all don't know what I'm going to. Man, yeah, I will send you the 1-800 helpline for TAF. All right, let's get back to this.
Okay, it's your turn
again.
Didn't I just ask that question? You answered it, so it was me.
Okay. What have you not accomplished yet in life that you really want to do?
Oh my gosh. I want to get my complete and finish and get my pilot's license. So a couple years ago, my husband, for my birthday, paid for me to some classes, which I took, and some of you guys probably saw it, but life has been lifing. And I'm so busy that I just haven't really carved the time out to do that. And I always said, I want to get my pilot's license. So not to fly commercial. I don't want to go work for Delta or anybody like that. I want it because that's an accomplishment of mine that I've always wanted to do. And for myself and my husband, or, close family or whatever, friends, I could just fly my husband and I down to the islands or wherever we want to go, on a private, Cessna or whatever I am able to fly. That right there is an achievement for me. We don't need to go to the airport,
stand in line.
We're flying private, just he and I, and Bruce said he'll get in the
Bruce. Yeah, my brother Bruce.
Bruce is gonna get on the
and his lady Karen. Yeah, his wife to be.
But Karen. wait a minute. Nita and Nick might get on the plane.
And my man Marshall.
Oh, I know who's gonna get on the plane. Dorcas.
Yeah, my sister. Dorcas.
She'll get on the plane.
Yeah, my young sister Kristen, she ain't there yet.
But Dorcas will fly with me. She'll.
Good luck, y'all.
Yeah, but listen, nobody can tell me how to fly. If you're gonna fly with me, you have to sit down, buckle up,
Yeah.
get comfortable.
Yeah.
You can't.
And keep a drink.
And no, you can't make me nervous. We
No,
talked
I'm
about
gonna
that.
keep a drink. You don't need
You
a drink.
can't even tell me what to do.
No,
on
I'm
the
talking
plane.
about I'm keeping me a drink when I get in the plane with
You
you.
can't drink while you're on the plane with
Why
me.
not?
There's no, babe. I'm sorry, everybody. There's no drinking while we're flying.
Okay. Well,
he will get his drink when we get.
How about this? Drink before you get on a plane. I will drink before I get on the plane,
Babe.
and I will call everybody who knows me.
Okay. We're moving to the next.
Yeah. I can't have a drink on a plane with her.
No, you cannot.
And it's a private plane.
We're done with this question.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm not scared of you.
All right.
Yeah.
I know you're not. Okay, so my next question is, what do you miss the most about New York City since you moved to the Poconos? Boom.
Okay. I miss certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with certain people. My family, that even though they're only an hour and a half away, but they come and visit us often.
Mm-hmm.
And we carve time out almost every time they have something to celebrate down in the city. We always make it.
Here we go. Yeah.
We go. But like I said, certain people, I don't miss that hustle and bustle like anymore. I enjoy this quiet time and this quiet lifestyle because it also opens me up to more things about myself that I can see away from everybody else. Thought process and it makes me more clarity in life and where I want to be at.
Wow. I like that answer.
So,
you don't miss, and I may mess this up, so if I do, forgive me. Ralph's or Ralph's?
Okay, Ralph's Ices.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go down there when we go down and visit when they open. And Danino's Pizzeria.
Oh my gosh.
And Bella Mama Rolls where I took you to eat.
It was so delicious.
Certain foods and stuff like that. But when you get a certain age and you're at a certain level in life, quietness is the key. Peace and good conversations with certain people.
You talking about with me, your wife?
No, I'm not talking about with you only. I'm just talking about just having peace, and good conversation with certain brothers. Yeah, you give me peace. About when she leaves early in the morning. Yes.
What?
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Yo.
You ready for me to leave?
Dude. Yo. When she leaves, I think a lot of brothers who are retired and their ladies still work, or women that are retired and their man said, I know y'all be walking around the house, with his pajamas on. Yeah.
And what happened? Okay, now that you're telling all that, so what I do know, and my husband always says, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about."
Yeah, she don't know what you're talking about.
That list that I be texting him when I leave a couple minutes from when I left, that list does not get done until about 30 minutes before I come home. I'm positive that list does not get done until you're like gauging me.
And I think,
coming
watch this.
What are you doing what are you doing?
Now watch this, y'all.
Hold on. Since you're in such peace.
I have something to say about that.
What?
Ask her, does the list get taken care of before she comes home? Yes or no?
It does.
Okay.
30 minutes before I come home.
In my defense, you have a husband that loves you and listens to you and works with you. Girl, if he did it 5 minutes before you came home, you should be happy. Because there's certain men out there ain't doing what I do.
And that's true. I agree with you.
So.
But what you doing for the whole 8 hours?
I'm doing me.
See,
I'm taking my time.
All I said.
I take the pup out, me and him walk, and we talk.
Oh, now you putting Uno in your little spin.
Yes, right,
okay.
right.
Your turn.
Yeah. Get me started.
21 questions, y'all. 21 questions.
Wow. How hard was it for you to leave Maryland and come live in the Poconos?
Oh, good God. listen to me when I say this. I'm gonna take my glasses off for this one.
When she do that, she's going in.
So, adjustment for anyone, change for anyone is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't like to change. We don't like it if we don't need to. But when I first started dating my husband, he already was here. He was living in the Poconos, retired from New York City, moved over an hour and a half away. So coming up here from Maryland was like a little getaway for me. It was like, oh, okay, I'll take a little, day trip and go see, my baby or whatever. And it was fun because then I was here for a couple of days and then we did stuff. And then I went back home to the city where everything was there for me.
Everything.
You remember we had...
Except me.
No, except for you. But then we did, the way that we dated was we took turns. So every other week, that person, the other person would go to the other person. Yeah, get on the road. So we saw each other constantly, but we took turns. So being in the city, being in Maryland, but DC and Virginia isn't that far away. I had the Wizards seats.
Season tickets for the Wizards.
Yeah. So I was there all the time, constantly going to great restaurants and, happy hours and just living life.
Mm-hmm.
And just, hanging out with friends and having things to do versus once we got married and then I uprooted and moved here to the Poconos. That was hard. Change. That was a major change for me. But when I say this, ladies and gentlemen, I love this man so much that I made that sacrifice. One of us had to move somewhere. So it was me moving here. And the Poconos is a great place to live. Like he said, it has a lot of peacefulness. You can gravitate to solitude. It's off the beaten path. So if you want to go someplace, you can go to it, but then come back.
Right.
But it does not offer the things that the city offers. Right. So it was a lot of adjustment for me. And I used to complain a lot.
She used to.
When I was here, I was like, oh, we can't do this. But after a while, as my business started to pick up,
mm-hmm.
I started to, grow and I started to mature.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I just need to, levitate this and figure out what's more important. So we've been here for a while. I've adjusted,
right.
Whenever we want to get up and go, we jump in Blue Magic and we head to wherever the excitement is. We go visit my family and friends in Maryland, DC, Virginia, and we go to New York to visit family and friends.
Right.
Hop on a plane and go other places. But
everywhere.
But it was a major adjustment.
Right.
Moving from the city to the Poconos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
all right, so you.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Getting down to the last questions. Do you remember what you asked me the very first time you met me? That one question that you asked me the very first time, probably within 30 minutes of meeting me.
Of course I do. You want to know?
I know. Do you remember and let them
I'll
know?
share it. And people who know me know.
Get this, ladies.
What was your 5-year plan? And I think that
I had one.
wait. I didn't think. I knew she had one because that's what she said. This is what I would like to do in the next 5 years. Blah blah blah. And it somewhat told me who she was and at the moment and where she was going. And with our conversation, she was intrigued. With our conversation, and it wasn't about I'm feeling you. It wasn't no hood stuff. Because the young lady across from me, in 2016 down in New Orleans for Essence Festival was looking amazing, and I was like, I like her. I mean, like I'm like, man, I'm like I was with the fellas, my team, my sisters was there, my nieces. And I was like, yo, Shorty, I'm feeling Shorty. And I was like, yo, that's country right there. She had like a little southern accent to her. Maryland people got the little accent. But I knew she had some country in her. But and I asked her, and then,
Were you surprised that I had that answer?
I was glad. I wasn't surprised, but I was glad that she had that answer. And I was also glad that on her way to the airport the next morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, she texted me.
That was Essence Festival.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she texted me, and I said,
I was being cordial. I was nice.
Okay.
I'm a nice person.
Not very nice. Okay. But
very nice.
Yeah. My verbal game was tight then. She was open. She was feeling New York.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, so we're gonna leave it at that. I knew the 5-year plan, and she abide by it, and we're doing great.
Did you know that I went to use your bathroom? You had a whole room full of people.
Yeah,
because he likes to host these little gatherings and stuff with all So he had a whole room full of people, and there was a moment where I went to use your restroom,
and I had jewelry around and stuff. Yeah, watches.
And he had jewelry.
Yeah,
laying out in the bathroom on the counter, and I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna get his shit taken. But you didn't.
I didn't care about that because you know why? The people that was around me had mad love for me, and I felt comfortable. And sometimes when you feel comfortable, why should you hide your stuff? Because
you're only going to have people around you that you could trust.
And you know what? In life in general, because we all have people around us that we thought we can trust, but they tried to take something from us. And the bottom line is, once we found out who they truly were, we let them go. Yeah, listen, they're gonna miss us more than we're gonna miss them.
Exactly.
Because we have a great team of brothers and sisters that we travel with, and we travel abroad. Like not everybody's doing it the way we do it, and the brothers and sisters that want to learn how to do it, we're approachable, so we can show them how to do it, especially like the younger brothers and sisters around us.
Yeah, well, the thing of it is you have to life. You have to live life to learn people. You're not going to learn people immediately once you meet with them or meet up with them.
Right.
You got to go through some things, and then you kind of figure out who works and who doesn't work for you. And if they don't work for you, trust me, don't waste no time. Do not waste not an extra minute or second. I mean it. You shelf them.
I like that. I like that analogy.
You put them on the shelf, and you keep moving. All right.
So, Mina,
it's on you, babe.
When did you know we were perfect for each other?
Oh my gosh. Great question. Are you ready for this answer? Are you guys ready for this answer? This is a great question. I knew that you were the one I was on a cruise, a 7-day cruise, and once I got off the cruise, he wanted me to come to visit him because he was having a party immediately, like the same day. And
yeah, okay.
and when I got off the cruise, I wasn't here. I was in
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
But you came from Miami.
I came from Miami.
There was no flights to New York,
nope.
Only to Philly.
And I'm talking to him. I'm walking through the airport. I'm like, I can't get to you because there are no flights. But I found one to Philly. And I said, how far is Philly from you? And he said, about 2.5 hours or something like that. And I said, okay, I can take the flight to you, but how am I going to get to your house? I mean, I can take the flight to Philly, but how am I going to get to your house? And he said, don't worry about it. He said, I'll have somebody there to pick you up from the airport. He spoke to one of his great friends. Can I mention his name?
Well, that was if you were supposed to come into
Okay, can I mention his name?
Yeah.
Okay, Granville. He spoke to Granville.
Right.
Granville was going to pick me up from Philly, which is 2.5 hours away. And he had this sign made with my name on it. But instead of Granville picking me up, because my husband, my future husband at the time, was throwing this big party.
Mm-hmm.
So Granville stayed at the party. And my husband called me when I landed. He said, no worries. He said, catch you an Uber. He said, any means necessary. You need to get here with me. And that Uber was over $200.
Yeah, it was a couple $100. But the thing is, I wanted to see her. I wanted to show her a great time. I wanted her to meet my family, some of my team members. And it was funny because it was a snowstorm.
It was a snowstorm. It was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was a lot going on in here.
But we worked through all
that. And it's funny. She came through and and she told me what the price was. Don't worry about hair.
He said, don't worry about it.
Yeah, because
get in that Uber.
In life, right? Mm-hmm. There's no price on happiness. You have to invest in those. First, invest in yourself, where you're able to invest into anybody else, including your own business, or your workers, or your loved ones. But you have to be right first by investing in yourself.
Right.
And she showed up and she showed out.
No, but when I'm in the Uber. I don't know where she's going. And it's dark.
Yeah.
No street lights.
Yeah, none.
None of that. And we pull up. The Uber driver was like, okay, have a nice night, ma'am. It's another 2 hours and a half for me to get back
to Philly. Yeah.
But he made his money.
Yeah, he made his money.
And,
he made his money.
I probably was the end for him because he was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good for the
he's
night.
Like, yo, I got this piece of change. I'm good.
I'm
good.
Like,
damn. But I don't know where we at but hey, he got my baby Timmy.
And that's when I knew. I was like, this man, this is an awesome man. Like,
it's my baby right here.
Any means necessary.
Oh yeah, that's how we do. Yeah.
What I can tell you about my husband, my now husband, he's a facilitator. I can only say something one time, and I can just be talking to myself, really, or talking out loud. I don't really even have to tell him. But whatever it is that I say that I want to have done or do or have happen, this man makes it happen. He doesn't even question it. It's done. It just happens. And he is my facilitator. He's definitely a facilitator. He makes it happen. So that's when I knew, honey.
Oh, okay.
So that was your question, right? Okay, so I have a question. It's my turn. What's my favorite color? Do you know that? Because you always say that. You always say I dress a certain way, but we're not gonna say that.
Yeah. Listen.
What's my favorite color?
Watch this, y'all. This is when you know you're a smart man.
What?
Blue.
He's right. Blue.
Okay. There you go. Okay, I'm next.
Go next, honey.
Wow, this is where would you like us? No, where would you like for us to be in 5 years?
Out of the country at our second home, living life and still being a U.S. citizen, but being able to enjoy living here and living out of the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very simple. What is it that you fear, if anything? So don't answer that. I'm going to ask that again. What is it that you fear in life, if anything? I know it's kind of deep. Take your time.
Okay. Wow. It's very deep. I know that death is inevitable. Certain people, no names, that means so much to me. Leave here. Before me, or that how I handle it, or that if I leave here before them and how they handle it. And I just fear that and I say this all the time I share this all the time with my wife. The only thing we most know or is on our conscience is our last conversation that we have with each other. And that without communication in any relationship, no one knows what you're thinking if you don't share it with them. And you should never want to be walking amongst your peers or anybody you call yourself caring about without being open to and sharing conversation with.
Mm-hmm.
And so many people that I know of, that I experienced with, always never spoke what was on their mind because they always gave people passes. I truly, truly know that the brothers and sisters that know that me, that they came to me with for information or anything, that they knew that like I got them.
Okay.
And that's it. We're good. I'm just glad that the people I have in my circle know that we're gonna be okay.
Okay. So it's your turn.
It's deep, man. It's hard. That was hard. How can we become stronger?
Better listeners, more patience. When we get upset,
okay,
maybe we should start counting down.
Why are you leaning into me when you said that?
I always lean.
Yeah, no, you don't. You're not from the Bronx. Like lean on it. Yeah.
I think that people should not, okay, we're talking about us, but I think if we get upset with each other, we should start counting down.
Okay.
3, 2,
I agree with you.
1
Well,
to decompress.
you know what, babe?
All that type of stuff.
I have something to say about that.
What?
We do have a technique that we do use.
Mm-hmm. You want to talk to the people about the technique?
We do have a technique. We use a word.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I raise my voice, or you raise your voice,
we use our word.
Yeah, and that's it. So I mean,
and everything ceases.
At the moment, it does cease.
We learned that
through
therapy.
Yeah, through
and
therapy.
It helps because it gives the opportunity for everybody to decompress.
Yeah.
And to think before they talk. So maybe if that's something that's happening in your family, or with your friends, maybe you can incorporate that, and maybe it'll help, because therapy isn't for the sick. It's we feel like therapy is preventative, so it's good to be preventative, to help.
Yeah, I agree. All right.
And the last question
is on you.
It's on me for you. What would you consider my handsome, intelligent husband? What would you consider to be an excellent date night?
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to think like a man. I'm going to think like the man.
Ooh.
Din. A nice outfit.
Are you picking my outfit out?
Listen.
Or what are we doing?
I will pick your outfit out.
Okay. It has to be comfortable.
Yeah, always. Always, people. Comfortable. She likes it to flow. A nice outfit. Mm-hmm. Make sure that her nails, her feet, and her hair is done. Okay. A nice restaurant that I know that caters to what she likes.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. And the car's clean before she comes home.
He's good at that.
Okay. And me wearing something nice and tight, fitted, looking smooth, because I'm, and that's just who I am. And a restaurant with the ambiance of like candlelit.
How do I like the tables?
Oh, prestige.
And?
Clean.
And?
The way we like it.
And what do I always say when we go to fine dining? The tables need to be... What needs to be on the tables?
Oh, the hand towels? What? I don't know. Help me out. Sheesh. Help me out. Listen.
White tablecloth.
Oh yeah. Listen. I'm always gonna take it to the white tablecloths. Listen to me. I don't know why she even brought that up. Listen.
Okay.
It was my question. And the bottom line is this: fine dining, good food, nice ambiance, and another thing with me smelling good and feeling good. I
love it.
You know what I mean? And listen, a nice bottle of Chardonnay, because she loves her Chardonnay. Okay.
But it has to be organic.
It has to be organic, but good Chardonnay, and we're gonna have a great time, and that's it.
So listen, thank you guys for hanging with the Hillers. And listening to our 21 questions.
And